All right.
Mhm.
Okay. Welcome everyone to our very first Rooted and Rising collaboration with Cheles and Cinna by Faith. I am Michelle, your Cincy director for Cheles. Star director previously, but things happen. Things happen to everybody. and that's okay too. But we just wanted to welcome you, and we hope that you will enjoy these monthly and get as much out of them as we are pouring into them. So that's me and Anna.
I'm Anna Watson. I am director of Scented by Faith. And we're going to open this up with prayer and then we'll kind of just dive into what we got lined up for you guys tonight. And I'm going to kind of read my prayer. I got it written down so I wouldn't fumble over my words. So, dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day and for this moment. We thank you for our businesses, our teams, and our customers. We ask that you be with us tonight, guide us, direct us as we learn together, grow together, help us to get rooted and rise up. We thank you for everything that you do for us, for your grace and your mercy. We love you, Jesus. In your holy, most wonderful name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Okay, so we're gonna do quick introductions because we have some people that probably have never been to a Zoom that either one of us have done. So, like I said, I am Michelle, and I am the director of Scented Shells. I have been with Scentsy since 2015. That's crazy to say. And this year at SFR, I will be getting my 12-year walk. I mean, 10-year walk, 12-year, 10-year walk. So, um, I opted for the butterfly pin. You get something special when you've been 10 years. Um, Technically, it will be 11 years because I started in 2015, but you have to complete the whole 10 years before you're considered like 10 year um, after SFR. So there was a cutoff date. So this is my 10th year. So I'll be in a 10th year walk. Um, I have enjoyed every single moment of this. Whenever I joined, I had not even heard of, used, or knew anybody that sold Scentsy until I saw somebody post. One of my friends posted on Facebook about a $49 join kit, and I was like, okay, I want to make some extra money. We love to travel. Me and my husband love to travel. We just got back from a cruise last week, and we love to travel, and that's one of the reasons why I do it because since he affords us to travel when we earn our incentives, and we can do that for earning, not for free. You don't have to pay, you earn it. But that's just something that I was really excited about. And I didn't want to take bill money or our money that we live on and survive and do fun things with. I would rather take my Cincy money, my side money that I do, and do fun things with. So the funner I want to do, the more Cincy I need to do because I'm not going to take out of this side to pay for this side. So that means that I have to work my business just as hard as what I have on my shoulder over here saying, you want to go on a cruise next year, Michelle, so that's just me. So but it was more of a earning extra money, but from my years of doing this, I have met my best friends ever, ever, ever. I have met my counterparts, and Anna is one of those. She's my ride or die, my steady Betty. So we talk every day. You got to have an accountability partner. You talk every day. You bounce ideas off of each other every day, and you hold each other accountable. So that's one thing that we do. We, through Rooted and Rising, want to hold you accountable. So that's one of the reasons why we did this, because we want you to know we're in the trenches with you. We're working just as hard, and we want you to know that you're our accountability partners to be able to do this too. So trust us. We want to help you do this, and we want to do this for ourselves. So that's my little spiel. Oh, I'm a Mimi of 5, husband, 2 kids, and a Mimi of 5, and a dog, Lizzie Marie.
Now, say don't forget, Liz.
Lizzie Marie, I can't forget her.
Yeah. Okay, so again, I'm Anna Watson, Director of Sending by Faith. I joined in August of 2017 and coming up on 9 years. So I am right behind you, Michelle, on your tail with that of the years. Crazy time has flown by. I joined and I owned zero Scentsy whatsoever, never used it before, never really heard of it. Um, and I saw a friend of mine from that I knew from childhood. She was posting about this stuff, and it was I knew her husband at the time was out of work from an injury, so he wasn't able to work, and she was doing Scentsy. And I purchased Mother's Day bundles from her, and I gave one to my mother-in-law. And I never used it. That's the first time I ever smelled Luna. My mother fell in love with it. Um, but again, I didn't purchase anything. And I saw her, she went to now what I know is SFR in Kansas City. And I seen she was hanging out with these girls, having fun. They went to a baseball game, and I was like, what? Like, what's she doing? And they doing all this for free. That's what intrigued me. And it looked fun, whatever she was doing. And I just wanted something for me. It wasn't really for extra money. I didn't have a job. I was like, all I do is go to work, come home, go to church. I'm a wife and a mom. That's it. Not that that's not important. I just needed something else. And then, like I said, I didn't have a hobby or anything like that. And Jason told me I joined on an enhanced kit and not a cheaper kit. And it was like the diffuser one. And Jason just said it was like $149. He said, if you make your money back at the home party or launch party. And I did it plus some because I like what a challenge, a goal,
Right?
right? Okay. So I made my money back and he was like, okay. And he didn't think it would last this long. Nobody could have ever told you it would have been this long, almost 9 years. But and like she said, I'm married, I have a husband, I have two boys. One is about to be 21 next week. Pray for me. 21. I have officially raised an adult, and then other son is 14. And I love Cincy. Like Michelle said, I've met so many wonderful people through this, friends that have become family. That even if I didn't do Cincy, which I will do it forever and ever, amen. Even if I didn't, they would still be my friends and my family. And it's been with me through some hard times that I've been through in my life. It's been my safe place, my happy place when I went through those hard times. So I love Scentsy. I love the products. I love the community. I love the company. So that's a little bit about me.
Same. I'm a Cincy for life or two.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to keep this simple. We're going to keep this valuable tonight. We are going to value your time and value our time. So we just wanted to make sure that we kind of touched on a few things tonight and give you a little homework assignment. Not bad homework. Trust me, not bad homework. You'll want to do this. But first, I'm going to talk about a little bit of our news, what we have going on in the month of April. So we just started this month out. If you notice at the featured part of both of our team pages, the planning ahead guide is tagged at both of our team pages, so you'll see this in there. But the main number one thing is your news tab. That is your best friend on your workstation, your news tab. If you cannot find it anywhere else, it is going to be in that news tab. It might be hard to find at first, but if you keep searching, it will be in there. They're making it more user friendly to where you can find stuff easier and it's showing up on your workstation. They've changed it so the most recent news is showing up front and center. You don't even have to go to the news tab, but it's showing up on your news on your first page of your workstation. But the April With box is for book lovers. So if you have any book lovers, this is who you need to be reaching out to. It comes with a really cute book. What is that thing called? A bookmark. A really cute faux leather Scentsy bookmark in there. It has a exclusive bar in there that is coming on 420, which is the Jane Austen collection, but you get one of those inside of your Whiff box if you go ahead and order your Whiff box and some other fun things. So, book lovers, tag those people. Our April edit is what the scent of the month and warmer of the month used to be. It's just majorly enhanced. So now we still have our warmer of the month. We still have our scent of the month that you can subscribe to and get those ahead of time. And then they've added to the scent and warmer of the month, and they call that the edit because we have an annual catalog now. It's not going to change. So in order to invite new fragrances and new products into it, each month we're going to have a theme. This month is coastal, so it's a coastal theme. So we have warmers in this one. We have, hold on, we have two new warmers, a mini warmer. We have body cream, body wash, hand soap. There's a scented candle that is absolutely beautiful. There's a coastal scenery bar, 5 bar pack, and you can buy the 3 new bars that are going to be out. You can buy those on early access now. And then there's two, I don't really want to say OG, but there's 2 bars returning along with that to make up the 5. Okay, so there's going to be 3 brand new bars, and then you'll get 2 more to make up that 5. But that is called our monthly edit, and it changes themes every month. So this month is coastal, and then since he has made us bar bundles to make it easy for us to promote our business, to boost our PRV. They've went ahead and made those bundles for us. Those are in your website or your workstation, and you can find those in there and promote those. They're already bundled, they're already discounted, so it's a great way to get your PRV boosted. To touch on some Mondays, April the 6th, which is yesterday, this past Monday. Disney Peter Pan, Mother's Day gifts, and our pet products came back just for the month of April for the pet products because it is National Pet Month or something like that. I remember that. Um, those things are live on your websites and workstations now for you to be promoting. On April the 13th, which is Monday, there is a Scentsy soak promotion. I'm kind of curious about that. And because I didn't see anything about that on the end of the month live. Did you see anything, Anna, about that? I didn't either. So that's something fun and something new that's out there. Um, so I don't know what it is, but we'll find out probably Thursday because we always post News Tab Thursday because that's whenever they put it so we can prepare for the drop on Monday. Um, April the 15th is the May Bring Back My Bar early access. So starting on the 15th, we'll have the option to get the 20, normally it's 25 Bring Back My Bars to make samples with. A lot of times, or sometimes if I'm able to, I will buy a set of those and then just break them up. And if you guys want to get a set, we'll do that. I'll look into doing that again. And I think Anna's done that before too, or some people on her team have. But anyhow, that will be available for us to have early access for, so we will be prepared whenever they all drop for our customers.
And
Um,
I'll jump in before you move on to the next one. Notice the date when they do that, and it's very intentional because it's right after our payday, so that you can budget for your early access Bring Back My Bars from your paycheck.
Normally it's like what, 125, 120, but you get PRV for it, so that's
Yeah.
good. So they're already over halfway to active. Um, so on the 20th, like I said earlier, the Jane Austen collection, she is an author, I guess. I don't really know. I don't read
Not
books.
most folks.
I don't read books like that, so I mean, I don't know, but anyhow, she's an author. A lot of people know who she is, so we have a wax collection coming from her for her, and you get one of those in the whiff box, but there's a whole collection that's going to be available. And then I do know about the 27th because one of my favorite movies is The Devil Wears Prada. I love that movie, and I cannot wait for May 1st to go see it in the theaters. The Devil Wears Prada 2. But if you watch the end of the month live, there was a little tiny black pocketbook that was behind Heidi's head, and everybody was like, "What is that?" Well, that's what that is. And there's going to be, I don't know what, it's a little bag that a wax collection comes in. So it's really, really cute. It looks like a pocketbook. I've seen some pictures of it. So it's really cute. Um, so that is a lot of news for April. April can be super, super duper huge if you just take the time to do your promotions, go to your marketing tab, go to our Facebook groups. We post and share things all the time that you guys are more than welcome to take and use and share them out to your customers or your teamies or however you want to do that. You're more than welcome to do that, and we want you to do that. So April is jam packed, and I'm here for it.
Yep. And to kind of continue on that, we have joint specials that continued this month from March. So shouldn't be really anything new. There are two links that you can go to the news tab, just search join and it will pull it up, or go to the planning ahead document for April, and then it's going to tell you to go to the one for March, and then you can go look that up too. So number one, if you know anybody who has been gone from Cincy from being a consultant for 2 years or more, they can come back as a brand new consultant and start over, which means all the new consultant awards, shooting star, all that thing, all those things. And if they want to reinstate, they can still reinstate, but it's just 2 years or more. We still have the four different kits. You got the $99 signature kit, you had the $59 host exclusive kit, $49 essential starter kit, and then the $9 smart start kit. And then they have the option to do different deeply discounted bundles to kind of make their own kind of like starter kit, additional starter kit. So definitely go read up on all those. That is a great joint special that we have continuing on. I'm so glad they're continuing that. So go and read up on that from your workstation and recruit all the people.
Those discounted, deeply discounted bundles are unreal. Unreal. Like, yeah, it's crazy how deeply discounted they are and what you get with them. So,
So we're gonna move on from the news, and we're both gonna kind of jump in on this one. We're getting into the meat. That's just kind of like your little intro stuff you should know from in a month live and the planning ahead, everything we've shared. But we just want to make sure you guys are in the know. But now, why we started Rooted and Rising? We've been talking about this for months. I don't even remember when we started talking about it. It's probably at the end of the year we were already talking about it. Um, we just knew we wanted to do something for you guys because we've done team meetings before. Um, Things happen, life is busy, life changes, and all that stuff. But we knew we need to kind of bring it back to basics. But it's kind of funny when we were saying Rooted and Rising, we come up with that name, and then at World Tour, they were talking about we need to rise up. And I was like, okay, well, look at us. You know, we already get rooted. I keep saying rooted so we can rise up. So I'm like, that was kind of like the Lord saying, hey, you're on to something here. So let's kind of go on with that. Michelle, you want to kind of add?
um, no, this has just been something that has been on our hearts and on our minds and in our prayers, honestly, for all of you and for us too, because for me, and probably for Anna too, it does my heart good to help you and to see you guys prosper in your own businesses, to see your things that you're doing. And if we can come together as a group, a collective, that's kind of like what we want to do as a collective, learn from each other, meet new people, as a group, then that's just something that, it's been in our minds. And we didn't want to do like a regular whole training session kind of thing, like a rigid training session kind of thing, because we want it to be interactive. We want it to be kind of down to earth, like we are all working together. We are collaborating and we are all working together. It's not like a set schedule. It's not like we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, because things change. Okay.
Yes.
Things change in this business like you would not believe, and things change each week, each month, and we just want to go with our hearts, go with what we, is led in, what we feel like is being led to bring to you. So that's kind of like what we decided. It's not going to be that, but it is going to be. And we're going to be here the first Tuesday of every single month from
Mhm.
here on out through this year, because we've already got the Zoom schedule for that. The first Tuesday. So mark your calendars.
Yes, 8 o'clock. But it's like we didn't want it to be like just another training series that we did. We didn't want to call it a series. That's why we did the collective. A collective is coming together, and it's a group acting together. That's what the collective is. And we wanted to be kind of like a come as you are. And we haven't planned. We don't know what we're talking about next month because we don't know where the Lord's going to lead us or what you guys are going to say that you need help with that we can kind of help you with. So we're kind of, like I said, kind of going with the flow, like I said in our team pages. But we want to help y'all because we're all in different areas of our businesses and our lives. And we just keeping it back to basics, consistency, and building relationships. And that's kind of why we wanted to start this. So you know that y'all are not alone. We're here together. And of course, we're going to bring faith into it. And I hope that's okay with you guys because that's what we're going to do because that's how we live our lives. We're very faith forward. And we want this to just be practical and something that's actually going to help you guys and not just something that's going to you're going to want to look forward to coming and showing up here. So, just bottom line, and I think it's going to be like our quote or kind of a motto. I've kind of shared it before, but you don't have to have it all together to grow. You just have to stay rooted and keep showing up. So,
Yep. Yep.
yeah.
I like that. All right. We
Okay.
are going to give you a question first, and then I'm going to give you a challenge.
Okay, so and then you can go and you can put these in the comments, and then we'll come back to them maybe like tonight or tomorrow, and the team page will post about them there too. But we want to know, give us on the scale of 1 to 10, like you could just tell us in the chat or like I said in the team pages, where do you feel like you are in your business right now? One would be like just getting started or you're overwhelmed or maybe you're restarting, relaunching. Five would kind of be in the middle. You're consistent, but you're kind of stuck or stagnant. 10, you're thriving. You're good to go. You don't really even need our help. You're good. So you can just tell us in the chat or you can put it in the team page. So there's something to think about on that. And then Michelle's going to go ahead and give you your call to action for the week. That's going to go along with where you are in your business. Okay.
Okay, so our call to action, it's because we meet on a monthly basis. I mean, that is okay if you want to do this on a monthly basis, or if you feel froggy and you want to jump, then you can send us a weekly update.
Mhm.
But we want you to meet and converse with 5 brand new contacts, somebody that you have not spoken to about Scentsy or about anything. And it does not even have to be about Scentsy. This is the part of the getting to know people and building relationship, because when they trust you and they like you, then they're going to buy from you. Okay? So it's got to be built up to that first, and it's not like, okay, here, I'm Michelle, here's a Scentsy sample thing, talk to somebody new, get to know them a little bit, and then introduce Cincy to them. I know one of my girls on my team, Ashley, she's flipped her stuff and she is doing this approach and it's working for her. She's already active this month plus some. And I'm going to shout her out really quick. And I wasn't going to do this, but I am going to shout her out. She already has all of the 4 warmers for her Cincy incentive checked off, sold, done. She's already got that. So she's just going on with her 250 PRV to be able to hit her summer incentive. And I am so proud of her. She is working so hard and she flipped her script. She is meeting people where they are, talking to them, finding out what they like, and then slowly but surely bringing in Scentsy. So that's what we want you to do. 5 new contacts this month. You can do it within a month. So if you want to do one a week, that's okay. But they have to be brand new conversations. However you do it, you have to send us a screenshot of that. Okay. So message us. You got our numbers. We texted you guys about this last week. And so you got our numbers and shoot us a text back. Say, hey, this is my number 1. This is my number 2. We just want you to come up with 5 brand new contacts. They don't have to be customers, contacts that you are conversing with. And that is your collective homework for the rest of this month until we meet back again in
Yes. And I can tell you, like on the contacts, like I take a lot of stuff to the post office. Like today, I had to go, and I think I was there a couple weeks ago. I had to go buy new stamps to put out my Happy Mail, and then I got one of the same postal girls in there from last time, and she smelt my stuff from last time, and I gave them each a scent circle when I was passing out stuff for Valentine's Day. Right after Valentine's Day, little scent circle, and she was like, "I've been waiting for you to come back in here." She was like, "You got a card," and I thought I gave her my card last time, but I didn't tell her. I just gave her another card, and she was like, "Cause I need to get some wax melts." I was like, "Okay, girl, my number's on there. Just text me, you know." But she was waiting on me to come back.
Right.
because she remembered me from my smell mail before. So that's building those relationships, and she's gonna keep seeing me too. So I'm gonna go back in and check on her. I might just drop in. So,
Right.
but we are so happy to be starting this. This is Rooted in Rising, and we are going to have, like I said, every single month. And we look forward to doing this with you every single month. And we will see you guys next time. Thank you.
I think it's going to be May the 5th, right?
May the 5th. I think that's right. It's the
Okay.
first Tuesday of every month.
First Tuesday every month, 8 o'clock. So
Yep.
thank you guys for showing up.
Bye.
Love you.